This is number 2 of my resume video about things I've done in my life. And today I want to talk about the day that changed my life. I guarantee you this day changed my life. I have added here a few notes to my resume because I don't have this included. So I don't know how this video will go, but I just tell it how it is. So today I have some chips. Here we have the Smith's original chips, and then we have a new kind of chip, sweet potato, sea salt, and then we have one that is the kettle cooked in avocado oil. I like them both, so I just start with the original one here. Oh, it smells so good. Original Smith's and the best original gluten-free Aussie potatoes. Alright, should be good. And then also I have a kombucha mango flavor. Yes, what I'm going to tell you, it's I don't have it included in my resume because it's for quite a few years. It was something that was making me quite uneasy. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt that you have been treated wrongly and there is nothing you can do about it? And the decisions that was made was wrong, and you just have to live with it. But that's what I'm going to tell you about. Because I was brought up on a farm, I always liked plants. And even today I like, growing things here at home, vegetables, mangoes, whatever. So my goal was to become a greengrocer, a vegetable grower. And if you do that in Finland, as a profession, you need to have a greenhouse, like a glass house that is heated up, and you then have electricity cost, oil cost, everything. And my two older brothers had gone to a specific school here in near where we lived, and there was like the farming side, and then the greengrocer side of the school. So I choose the greengrocer. And this is back in when was it? Just 81, yeah, and 1981, and the I don't know, somehow the school there was a little bit unruly in a way that there was not much discipline from the teachers there. And so there was all kind of things happening in the school. So I started to study there, and when I liked the school, and when I learned a lot about the plants, but there was a few teachers there that had their own way of teaching methods, and there was one teacher there that he was kind of like mean in a way that he would like to make it very difficult for the students. And it was sort of a boarding school that people were living there, and there was then this some of the students there that were thinking like they were the king of the crowd, and they started to bully the new students that came to the school. I got involved in a few fights there in the school that I didn't want it. I really didn't want it, but yeah, you know, it was just, you know, yeah. But anyway, we sorted it out, and I think I had been about 5 or 6 months studying in the school, and then one day there was the teacher that I said was mean to the students, but he was also very blunt. And then one day, I don't know why he was doing it, but one day in the class he said, I should not maybe tell you this, but I want to be really frank. And when you're becoming a greengrocer and you get your greenhouse and you started to grow tomatoes and vegetables and flowers around the year, you will have a lot of costs, and the bank will own your business for the first 30 years. So he meant that for the first 30 years of your working life you will make no progress. And if bank wanted, they could demand you to pay all the loans back at once, so they could bankrupt you any day. When I heard that one, my world fell apart. It really fell apart. I started to really think like it's what's the idea for me to do a profession where I have to work extremely hard. I mean, back-breaking hard. And the bank will own my business for the first 30 years. So that means like I start when I'm 20, and when I'm 50, then I will start to make some real financial progress. This was just so big blow for me that I knew that I couldn't continue. So I called up my mom and I told her what the teacher said, and she said, "Oh, just continue study." But I said, didn't you hear what I said? For the first 30 years, the bank will own my business. And I didn't want to have a life like that. So I got into argument with my mom too, like, I want to quit this school. And he said, no, just keep on going. At in the end, it all came to a head one day, because I was sitting in my kitchen reading a newspaper, and that mean teacher is coming in into the kitchen and started to lecture me that I'm kind of just giving bad vibes to the school, and I just ignored him, and I was sitting down and he just came up and hit me in the face. stood up, and when it came to my turn to punch, there was another student there in the that came out from the his room, and because we started to scream there, and if I would hit the teacher, then I would have been the one that would be attacking, because I couldn't prove that the teacher was attacking me there, and then I just got so angry, so I just stormed into the principal's office. I just ripped out. I just walked past the secretary. I ripped up the door and just went down, screaming to him that this mean teacher hit me in the face. And to make a long story short, there was an inquiry into this, but the mean teacher was sort of on the board of that inquiry, so it was a bit like, well, it wasn't that bad really, and hey, it wasn't that thing. See, if this would happen today, that a teacher hit a student like this, that would be a lawsuit against the school. You know, it was going into the newspapers and everything, but I don't know. Back then, in the 80s, you know, many things was just looked between the fingers. So I packed my bag and I left the school. I worked on my dad's farm, and then I joined the army. But why I'm telling this story is because that was actually the best thing that could ever happen. I was probably the only one that quit that school. Here, I want to show you something. I was printing out from the newspaper. Can you see? There's cucumbers and there's electricity. And this is Finnish, from a Finnish newspaper, business newspaper, and it's a Finnish, but I will translate it to English. The increase in electricity of 70,000 euros additional pay, not normal cost of heat in a greenhouse, is just the additional pay of 70,000 euros. Was the result that when this was during winter, so what was happening for this greengrocer when 1st of May came, he went bankrupt. And 70,000 euros, you know, that's quite a significant amount of money in US dollars. That's $75,803 additional pay for your electricity. See, in Finland, the way you can heat the greenhouses is with either you have oil heating, or then you have like electricity. And now you can buy the electricity from the electricity market. But sometimes the market is in favor, and sometimes the market is against you. So what happened? You have your steady expenses, but if you get an additional 75,000 US dollar electricity bill that you have to pay, you go bankrupt. So if I would have not quit the school, and if the teacher would have not hit me and I had that altercation with him, I would probably bankrupt now. Yeah, I will probably lose everything I own. And so looking back, what was happening, it was a blessing in the sky. It was. See, quite a few times when I've been going back to Finland now, my brother picks me up at the airport, and we drive back to my brother and his wife's farm, and we drive past that school, and many times I felt uneasy because I felt that I was not treated well, and it was just injustice. But now I understand that. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. I was thinking to have the kettle sweet potato too. It smells good. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I was thinking about it now. Like, I was so angry then, and I felt bad for failing my school. I don't like that, but that sort of was one of the things that then decided that I want to go out from Finland, and eventually ended up here in Australia. So to backtrack here on the resume here, it's in number one video we stopped at the Backman Oy, where I was doing that race, and then we come to January 87 to December 88. Beckomberga sjukhus mental hospital, Stockholm, Sweden. See, after the army, after everything, and the school school and all this kind of like low skilled jobs I had. I just wanted to get away from Finland. So at that time there was this mental hospital in Sweden, Stockholm, that was advertising for orderlies training at the job. You get free accommodation and you can they then just work at the wards. As a summer job, and I was thinking, yeah, well, I want to apply. I want to try and see if I can get this job. Because my family, we speak Swedish, and I've been to Sweden before, and it's very easy for me there. The language is the same. Culture pretty much identical, yeah. And what? Yes, I sent in my resume, and then they was calling from me. They was calling from Sweden. I wanted to have a telephone interview, and they was telling me that they are interested in my resume, and it's really interesting, and they would like to ask a few questions. I said, yeah, go ahead, and they said that they had called up my referees, and one of them was this job that I had in the company that made trays, and when they spoke with my boss, and the boss has just said evil things about me. So they was then asking like, what can I say in my defense? I just tell them that, well, I'm not surprised at all, because he's a sadistical person. That he's having no authority at home. He's coming to work, and he's just making it difficult for everybody working there. And they then accepted it, and I got the job. I took the ferry from Helsinki to Stockholm, and I started the job. Now, the job at Beckomberga Sjukhus Hospital, that is the largest mental hospital in Stockholm, and it was really infamous because there was not doing at that time, but they sort of had done lobotomy in the past, drilling holes in the head of people, and they was continue to give electric shocks to people, and it was quite active. things I would like to tell you about the Beckomberga Hospital. I don't know if you can hear, but the wind is picking up here now, and it's and it's probably start to rain soon. Okay. And but one of the most fascinating things about the Beckomberga Hospital was that there were so many famous people. I mean, famous writers, TV personalities, big businessmen, family members from, pedigree families, like, I mean, it's just royalties, stuff like, wow, there's so many famous people here. Yeah, this is great. But that's there's a lot of things I would like to talk about that hospital, because it's somewhere in the house I have some old photos that I want to sort of link into the video so you could actually see that, that I can back up the story. These are pictures that I haven't looked for over 30 years at least. Back during my stay there in Beckomberga, then I got exposed to a different thinking, a different mentality. See, the Swedes were, they was sort of traveling more. They was traveling more, and especially like long traveling. Like they went to places like Thailand, Indonesia, like India, and that was just for me. That was just like, wow, really. I sort of been traveling a little bit like interrail, like going to going to like Germany, Greece, and like that by myself. See, you can buy it. I don't know if you call it interrail anymore, but back in my time it was, you could buy your ticket and you could then travel and you could travel for 1 month, unlimited travel for 1 month in Europe, and there was a lot of backpackers that did that at that time. So I got some friends there that I still have today. But it was this it was this kind of like a new awakening for me that said like, hey, really, tell me about your traveling, tell me about your experiences, and back then it was like you had there was a lot of travelers going from Sweden to Australia. Getting a few odd jobs here and there, and there was just traveling around, and I just got such inspired and think like, wow, think if I could go to Australia, think if I could travel and go to places, wouldn't that be something? So I got new friends, new ideas, and what was then happening? My summer job was finished, and I went back to Finland, and I studied then for a qualification. So I got the diploma of physiotherapy in nursing, and that will probably be assistant in nursing, and you are not a nurse, but we help the nurses in the work. See, the other thing was also then that with this diploma there was quite extensive training with massage. So the massage we trained was called Swedish style, and it's with, you can call it sports massage, but it's with oil, and it's promote the circulation in the body, and so wind is picking up. Yes, so I got that diploma, and I was looking for work. And I couldn't find any work. So I didn't know really what to do. So I was just thinking, maybe I better luck in Sweden, so I was looking for work as assistant in nursing and also like a masseur. And I went back to Sweden again, and there was like I met the old people there at the hospital, the old Lisa. One of the chips run away. Yeah, and I was there, and I got the same job back. I stayed at the same dormitory, and met some new friends, and 3 months had passed, and then one of the people I knew there, Swedish girl, called Birgitta, say, "Hey, let's go to India." And I said, "India? But hey, listen, I just come from Finland. I just got a job here. Why should we go to India?" No, you see, there's a few places I wanted to see, and I just want to have a travel companion, and that it would be much easier for if we could travel together, but now we're talking about this for a couple of weeks. And then eventually I said yes. Let's go to India. And I had just saved up some money, and of course the Beckomberga Hospital administration was not really happy with us. And what then? But then eventually, eventually they say, "Hey, if you really want to go, go." But at the time, we were really lucky because there was this unbelievably flexible man there at the human resources that if you call him and say, hey, can I be 2 weeks no longer on holiday? No problem. Take it. So, and it was just and that was the second thing that really changed my life. Traveling to India. I had experiences like being in Europe and like that, but India was totally different. I would like to make a video just about this one because I maybe have some pictures somewhere. I think it was January or February. We was flying from Stockholm, Sweden to New Delhi, India. But to make the decision to fly from Sweden to India just for a holiday wasn't that easy either, because I didn't really like the idea to because I think it's I finally can get my career going here. And now my friend wants me to fly to India with her. So how did I then actually decide? Well, it was actually one day. I think I had a day off from work, and I've been to Stockholm. See, the mental hospital was about half an hour with the subway train from Stockholm, like up. I think it was up north, and came to the station. I went out, and I was walking here this way, and I still remember it really vividly. It was snowing. It was the weather was quite slippery, and then I am just walking. I thought I had to walk next to the road, on the side of the road. On a pedestrian crossing, and when it was dark, and then suddenly I hear a car. Cars was driving on the road. So if this was me, and this is the car is coming. Whoa. It was like 4 or 5 meters in front of me, going with high speed out in the snow, and it was one of those big Volvos 244. I don't know if you have ever seen those, but this was like big, bulky cars, and they are they are quite heavy, and I'm just stunned. I just think what's happening. I'm walking home, and this car came from my back and almost hit me. If I would have been 4 or 5 meters in the front, the car would have hit me in my back straight away, and the car would have run over me. I would probably be killed, and closer to the car, and there is this driver that frantically trying to reverse out from the snow. Snow like he came at real high speed, and it looks. I'm looking at him, and he kind of like wiggling like this, and it looks like he's panicking and he's drunk, and he managed to get the car out, reverse out, and then he speed away like this. The car is just going like that, and I'm still standing there, and I was standing there for a while, and I think, yeah, well, if you have to go, you have to go. But this was a really close shave for me. Like, think I could have been killed here, and but then I think maybe going to India is not so bad idea then. And the next day when I see Birgitta, I'm telling her, guess what? I'm coming with you. When are we flying to India? So if my teacher would have never hit me in Finland, and if that car would have never just drive straight out of the road in front of me, no, I would have never gone to India, and India changed my life. I'm telling you, this story is just getting better. If you think this was any good, wait until I get into my traveling stories. But I think I need to kind of cut back the video here. I just wanted to a little bit cover the important couple of things that shaped my life and the decisions and why I'm living here in Australia now, and yeah. And today we had, first was the Smith one, and this is a really nice chips, original. The second one is this is why my favorite sweet potato chips. And then same company made the one called Kettle Sea Salt and Lemon. So guys, in my next I sort of covered my my resume here, somehow my work experience, and but it goes on. There's more to come. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. Hey, comment. Let me know if you like videos like this, where I'm telling stories, and these are true stories. These are actually happened, and they are just getting better. Do you want to hear these ones? Just let me know. Anyway, thanks again. Keep well. All the best, and see you next video. See you. Bye.